one of the first things that the independent African nations did was to form an organization called the Organization of African Unity. The purpose of our organization of Afro-American Unity, which has the same aim and objective, to fight whoever gets in our way. To bring about the complete independence of people of African descent here in the Western Hemisphere, and first here in the United States, and bring about the freedom of these people by any means necessary.
Mr. O'Connor.
What is your real name?
Malcolm X.
Is that your legal name?
As far as I'm concerned, it's my legal name.
Have you been to court to establish that you are?
I didn't have to go to court to be called Murphy or Jones or Smith. I don't believe in any form of segregation or any form of racism. I'm against any form of segregation and against racism. Negro leaders have fought for civil rights. They have begged for civil rights. They have begged the white man for civil rights. They have begged the white man for freedom. And anytime you beg another man to set you free, you will never be free. Freedom is something that you have to do for yourselves. And until the American Negro lets the white man know that we are really, really ready and willing to pay the price that is necessary for freedom, our people will always be walking around here second-class citizens, or what you call 20th century slaves.
What price are you talking about, sir?
The price of freedom is death. And what you and I have to let the man know is we are peaceful people. We are loving people. We love everybody who loves us. But we don't love anybody who doesn't love us. Are nonviolent with us. But we are not nonviolent with anyone who is violent with us.
Shot my husband.
He sustained one shot in the lower right chin, and the other 6 hit him in the chest and the body.
My mother threw herself over her babies, and she yelled out, "They're killing my husband." I heard shots, and I saw people crawling on the floor.
I think Malcolm X was an intelligent man who stood by the philosophy of black power, who grew up in a time where black people were literally scared of white people and stood up for what he believed in, and he really turned his life around once he was incarcerated.
What I feel about Malcolm X is the same thing that I feel about Barack Obama, Martin Luther King, and the rest of our revolution brothers that made the way and paved the way for us today.
I think he's a great black power leader back in the day. He never had fear. You ever see fear in a black person, that's the one person you'll never see it in.
I think he has affected the black community by empowering blacks and basically telling them how whites aren't any better as them, and never let anyone, especially a white police officer, put their hands on you.
I think the way that he affected the African society is doing the things that he did to make it easier for us.
I think he has affected me because if it wasn't for him, Dr. Martin Luther King Jr., Marcus Garvey, and so on, black people wouldn't be in the position we're in today. And I greatly appreciate the sacrifices they've made for the African American community.
I believe that he affected me in tremendous ways. Without his involvement in the civil rights movement, it would be hard for me to say that I would still be here talking to you today.